Welcome back to the Renegade Report. I'm your host, Francis Mayer, and I am the Sports Information Director for the greatest athletics department in the known universe, and I'll tell you why, because we don't quit, even when the cards are against us. Do we, Coach Judy of the Renegade football team?
Oh, I mean, football's a 60-minute sport, so, we expect to play 60 minutes. Our guys have given really good effort. I think our first 5 opponents, the record's 23-1. So we played a quality schedule, not excusing the fact that the last 2 games we really had opportunities to get over the hump and get it done. We didn't do that, but you got to give credit to Canyons last week. And so we got Citrus this week. It's Citrus is a quality team. They've been kind of very similar to us. They've had three fourth quarter kind of reversal of fortunes, played some quality teams. They played Canyons close, Golden West, some of the teams that we've played, had leads on both those guys, played El Camino really close. So it should be a good matchup. They're well coached. Ron Ponciano used to be the head coach at Cal State Northridge and has been a 4-year college coach for a while, so he does a nice job down there. It's going to give us an opportunity to get back on the field. We're in
our house, by the way.
No, we have 2 home games in a row, thankfully, and I think it's good for our guys. Terrence Young's injury last week was a wake-up call for a lot of us, and as we're thinking about him constantly, I think he's taught us a lot in terms of, we got to embrace the moment, and we can't wait for tomorrow, and really should appreciate the things that we have. So it's going to be good for our guys to get on the field on Saturday, and to do it here is a heck of a lot better than having to travel and play a 1 o'clock game down south. So I think our guys are looking forward to it.
And Coach, that was a tough deal for the Renegades. I mean, nobody wants to travel.
We don't. We're no longer the days where we're spending the night in hotel rooms before Saturday games, and when you get your guys, you're eating a pregame meal at 7:45, 8 o'clock. That's not normal for most 18, 19-year-old young men. So
it's not for professionals. Now, I'm an Oakland Raiders fan, which I don't generally admit, but they had a horrible record playing East Coast teams, and it's because of what you're saying. Yeah, well, I'll tell you, they had a terrible record playing on the East Coast.
So that's not an excuse. So we're glad to play at home now, and I think we're looking forward. We had a really spirited practice yesterday. Guys were flying around, had a lot of enthusiasm, and hopefully today's practice will get us a little bit closer to a better execution on Saturday. So,
and Coach, I know you're incredibly busy, so I just want to wrap up with this.
Sure.
We have Jordan Nichols, who's going to be in the program. There's going to be an article about him. And by
Tough
the way,
kid.
You can win a $100 gift card when you find Coach Judy's autograph on his picture in that program.
Oh.
Coach, we'll talk about it later. Just go with me here. But we are giving away a $100 gift card. Make sure to buy a program, and there's a special feature on linebacker Jordan Nichols. He's a program guy. Tell me about that, Coach.
Jordan Nichols, Frontier High School, just a blue-collar, tough, hard-nosed, what you would expect to be Bakersfield College Renegade.
He could have played for the 88 Gades. I mean, he's a throwback dude.
He's a throwback guy, a pleasure to coach. One of those unique kids that doesn't say a lot, works extremely hard, dedicated in and out of the weight room, on and off the field. He's just, you can't say enough quality things about the young man. He's playing through some bumps and bruises, which in this day and age not a lot of guys do, and just a really good young man, and he's a high quality character guy, and when it's all said and done, you'll see him playing at the next level. So that's a good thing because he's worked extremely hard. He's done everything that we've asked him to do, and plays Mike Backer for us in the middle, and he's just
quarterback of the defense, right?
No question. So he's one of those quiet but very strong leader, is a guy that leads by example and doesn't have to say a lot. He's not a vocal guy, but he does lead by example.
Now, Coach, I know that you have a daughter as well. I have 2 of them, and And somebody asked me how my conversation with Jordan Nichols went, and I said, look, if my daughter brought him home, I would at first be horrified because he looks like, God broke out the linebacker press and cranked out Jordan. But then after 5 minutes of talking to him, like, you want to set a date. He's a sweet kid. He loves his family, treats his siblings great. He's a hard worker. He's got plans beyond football. Not picky, not a me guy. Hard to believe he's him, but he's the real deal.
No, he's a great teammate. Really is. Great teammate, and it's who we want to identify with as part of our program, and he's the guy that you want, and we're lucky to have a few guys just like him, and that you would put up on a poster and say, hey, these are what we should be aspiring to be all about. So if we're doing anything right, we're a guy like Jordan Nichols has done well in our program, and he's going to continue to move up the food chain.
No, absolutely. And you can hear more about Jordan Nichols in the latest game day program. That'll be for sale in Memorial Stadium, 6 p.m. kickoff. You can get your tickets at valleytix.com. And Coach Chudy, I know you guys are burning the midnight oil in there. You're cooking up some plans. And last season, if you're fortunate enough to remember that, these guys, they never quit. They've always got something up their sleeves. They're not afraid to do whatever it takes to win, and we're all looking forward to the game this weekend. Coach, I'd offer you luck, but luck favors the prepared, and I know you've got that. So,
right on, Francis.
Have a good game, Coach.
All right.
Coming up next, we've got a goalkeeper who will not only keep the balls out of the net, but she will also score goals. Don't go anywhere. That's coming up next on the Renegade Report.